All right, we have made some progress. We got the beginning of the potty closet. Really, we're just gonna enclose there. Come on, get up there. There we go. Just put that back on. I wanted to get everything set and straight, mainly on this, and then I got bubble on the wall. Lots of storage. This is unbelievably giant, but it's not necessarily a kitchen. There's no sink. No sink. Refrigerator, yes, because it's going to be convenient to go out the door. This, this is going to be close to 30 inches. That is amazingly large, but you don't have a choice because this is not set up. It's not designed as a front kitchen, Scotty. So you can't have much of a lip here. It would have been comfortable for me to start there. I could just stand on this. Well, no, you can't because then you're too tall. Can't do it. So what we did was we just put it here, and then we will run the countertop all the way to the edge. That's going to make about a 30-inch counter, which is what this customer wants. This customer wants storage. He's going to be feeding 30 people breakfast and lunch every day. Something like that. He needs the storage. Because there's no storage in here. That's the potty. And that's a big old potty. We made it about 29 and a half wide, where these are normally about 20 to 22 wide. Okay. And we made it 55 inches this way, which is much, much longer than it normally would be. But the customer wanted a bigger door. He was not comfortable getting in that 19 or 20 inch door. So this is the Taj Mahal of potties, with its sister, the Taj Mahal of front kitchens. Plenty of room in the front, but as you can see, that doesn't leave much room for anything at all, because let me get you up close here. The bed goes right to here, and then this is the only room that we have from here to here to build a cabinet, because the cabinet has to go up and then out, because the AC has to go over here. It'll go over the bed where it will tumble gracefully down, so that everybody's happy, because you can't fill up a camper. The hot air rises, Rob. What are you going to do? This falls. Well, it's going to fill the camper. Oh, here I go again. You know what happens. It's like a refrigerator. There's no hot air at the top. You get all the hot air out. That's AC's job. Okay, enough. Then there's going to be a very small cabinet right here, and then a shelf across the back. Obviously, the bed. Customer wants a big bed, wants a big kitchen, and a big potty, and a tiny Scotty. We're gonna make all his dreams come true. Curly, I thought you were done with your inspection. Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. All right, he's calling me to a meeting. I go. All right, no complaining today. It's not too hot. It's like 68, 70 degrees, something like that, and I am loving it. We know what else I'm loving? This. All right. I made right there. That's a cabinet for the AC. Over the bed, it'll fall luxuriously down like a waterfall. Gigantic potty closet. We have got to fill this space in. And we've already trimmed around here with the same kind of vinyl. So I'll get that all filled in, looking beautiful. Of course, we have got installed the kitchen cabinet. Here shortly, I will put in the refrigerator, just make sure everything's cool. I'll probably just put this AC in while the top's open. Makes it way easier. Wow, I sound like a horse. That's cool. Now, you already know what I'm going to do because I just showed you. Over here, look here. The bed comes all the way right there. So there's not much room for a cabinet. But you need some stability over here besides the bed. Big bed. Listen, John wants a big kitchen, big refrigerator, big potty closet, big bed. Well, he's going to get a tiny closet. Because really, that will provide. I'm thinking about, this is just in there temporary. I wanted to see, but I think I can make him a closet because really, I don't know if he's a shirt and tie guy, especially when he is, at these festivals he goes to. Maybe he takes care of his t-shirts really well and he wants to hang them up. So we can make a little closet out of that. Then down here, that will be just a cabinet, a little storage, and down there is just to cover up, to build the shelf above the wheel well. But it will provide a fair amount of stabilization to that wall. It'll have the door as well to help that end. Then we'll really do it here. And then back here, we're going to put a shelf up for John. That'll catch this back end and the bottom end of the back end. Follow along if you can. The bed will cover that. So, what I thought I was going to do. So I thought I'm just going to put one of these out here. Right here. But then I pretended I was sitting, if a bed would be here. And John's a taller fella. I think he would knock his noggin every time he tried to get in and out of the bed. I don't know which end he would sleep in. I don't know. I don't know. Do you sleep where you could see the door? That way your back's not to the door? But I'm that guy. So, I think I'd like to sleep this way. But he may want his head down there. I don't know. But either way, if I had two of these coming out, I just think that there's some noggin knocking safety issues. So I said, I'm just going to make this for stability, maybe a little closet. Then I'm thinking something coming out here, little place to maybe set a beverage, put the phone, something like that. I don't know. Just something that's a little extra he's not expecting. And he says, that's a tiny closet. Oh, but look at that. Would you look at that? I love it. I got to calm down. This weather's got me feeling good. All right, I'm going to finish up this cabinet. It's going to come out 16 inches because we got to clear this 13.5 wheel well. And really, it's out to almost, there you go. It's almost out to 15 here. So I don't even want to sit on top of that. I'd like to sit flat. So we're going to come out 16, which is like 2.5 inches smaller than this. You won't notice the difference had I not told you, but it will still give John more room to navigate into the bed. And that's why I did this. That's why this didn't come all the way out here. It would have been more storage space, but you don't want to have to be a gymnast to try to get into your bed. So I've been more cognizant of that with the customers, especially taller people. It makes a difference. That's where I'm at. Let me go build this cabinet real quick, and we'll get moving on. All right, here's that cabinet. Skinned it out. That's the back. And this is the very front. This is the not the door side. No, that's not true. This one is not next to the door. This full side is next to the door. I've already got the glue put on. And the reason I put this on last, I want there to be a lip here so you don't see these edges. That'll cover it all when you router it out. Second, I don't mind using staples on the edges like I did here on the sides, but on the front, on the face, if you will, I don't want to use them if I don't have to. So I've already got this glued up good. I'm going to set it right here. Try not to put still try to square it up some. but I don't want to put any kind of staple in it. So what I do, and this is very, as you can see, it's a very thin cabinet, but you know, we talked about it earlier. It's really for stability. So we're gonna pop these little guys on here, and I'm gonna go get some more as well and let this lay here. And I'm not really sure what's next on my agenda. I'm almost thinking about cutting out the door. So then if I cut the door out, I could put the bed in. That way I can come and go. And all the cabinets are done, so I don't have to worry about how wide the door is for the cabinets to go in and out. The only spoiler might be where you can kind of see it right there. That's going to be a great big countertop. So it's going to be all enclosed here shortly. I could put the front on now, but it'll go through the door. It's thin. Just got to be careful not to scratch things up. So I don't know. I think I may just look at the door because it was a mess. But that's the thing about the Scotties, though. The door frames are what they are, and they're pretty stout. So it's just the door I've got to massage, if you will. That's a nice way of saying that. So I may put the door in and then put the bed in after I get this guy stained and installed. That might be, I think that might be the way we go. But anyway, that's where we are right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll go in and have a sandwich, think about it, contemplate it, and then when that sandwich is over, I'll be back and I can router this out. I'm gonna router out the edges and then the 2 cabinet door openings. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Sandwich, dry. Okay, there it is. I am very happy with that. I gotta take that tape down, obviously, because now I know exactly. You checking the equipment out, Curly? All right, HR, do your job, man. I know exactly where the bed goes. It goes right up against there, and it goes right up against there, so the bed can go in. I was saying, you know, I think I'll do the door, cut the door out, not install it, but cut it out. Should go right there, you know, just right there. So no problem there. And this has some pretty good depth to it, really. It's thin, but it's doing its job. And its job is to hold that panel in place. Help hold that panel in place, because the bed will also help it. So, as I was saying, I thought then, after that I would put the bed in. But then I remembered. Remember, John is not your average everyday camper. He wants something different that I've never done before. There's probably somebody out there who has done it, but it's not. His name is not Rob the Rebuilder. Yeah, that's my name, right? Rob? Yeah. Okay. So he wants a pull-out kitchen. So really, it's just a, I don't know, like a big shelf that's gonna pull out, and then he'll have things and a workspace, like a sink, a stove. I think the workspace will be down here. It'll just pull out of the baggage door. But he has got some dimensions we have to work out. Oh, and it's very wide. So I have got to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I am going to build the frame for the bed, because this all has to be open. A certain portion, 22, I think, has to be open, which means I've got to support it somehow. Hey. So that means bracing it other places, adding, that'll be going across there. It'll sit on there. So normally I would probably, on a 54-inch bed, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have 5 stringers going across. I may have to go to 6. Just had an extra one over here. Because you're putting your whole weight on the bed. But we cannot fill this part in. We can back here and up here, but most of that's going to be open. I'm going to cipher on that, and I'll let you know where I end up.